Alright, so this video is going to cover how to use the weather analysis tool within the Advanced Planning web app. So starting from the EPDR Incident Management Hub, you're going to go to Advanced Planning. And then once you're on the Advanced Planning map, you're going to see that it is loaded with these various weather warnings. So this is by default, the map always defaults to this. So for the purposes of this request and what we're trying to do here is we want to run an analysis just for a certain type of weather watch. So to do that, you'll have to zoom in on the area that you're wanting to do the filtering for. So for this example, I'm just going to use this heat advisory, and I can see it's this peach color, and it's running all throughout California, but I don't want to include this extreme heat warning. So the way to do that is you're going to go up to the weather warnings filter. First thing you're going to do is turn it on, and then you're going to add a clause. And what you'll want to select is the type. So what this is saying is that from the events ordered by size weather watch layer, you only want to see the areas that are heat advisory. So you're going to want to select type is any of, and that just essentially opens up the drop box with the fields that are already in the data so that you don't have to type anything in. I'm going to go down to heat advisory. I'm going to click that. You just want to make sure if the map doesn't do anything, you want to make sure that this is toggled on. So you can see when I toggle it off, I get everything. When I toggle it on, I'm going to get just the heat advisory areas. So the next step, if you need to for some reason, you can add another clause and you could include the severity. So same sort of thing, you would click severity and then look for is any of, in case you were only wanting to get certain types of severity, so whether they're minor or extreme. But for this, we're just going to run it for all of the heat advisory areas. So the next thing you want to do is you want to click on the Advanced Planning Analyst tool all the way up on the top right corner. When you click that, you can expand it by clicking down here at the bottom so you can see the different settings that you have to input. So the target layer is going to be always the facilities. You want to use the facilities first. And I'm going to just use the CDPH inpatient and dialysis white sheet facilities, but you also have the option to run it for all facilities if you want to, and that layer is up here, all facilities including clinics. So you have the ability to do both, but I'm just going to run it for the inpatient white sheet facilities. You want to join that to the layer that is called NWS Watches Warnings Events Ordered by Size and Severity. Next thing you want to do is go down to the join settings, and you want to use a spatial relationship, and you want that relationship to be intersects. Then you can leave the rest of the settings the same. The only thing you have to do is give it a name. You don't want to use any special characters here, and everything has to be lowercase and no spaces. So use underscores, and use whatever wording that you want to use, but make sure that you don't include like any special characters. I'm going to click run. All right, so then after it runs, you're going to want to go to your content page. So just make sure that you have this bookmarked somewhere. And what you did was you created an item within your ArcGIS universe. Two things you have to do here. So you're going to want to look for what you named it. You're going to open that up. And the first thing you're going to do is over here on the right-hand side, about the third tab down, click Share and set it to Organization and Save. That allows the rest of the EPDR team and really anybody within the CDPH organization to be able to see the analysis that you ran and view the data. Next thing you're going to do is go to Settings, and you want to make sure that they can export the data. So you're going to scroll all the way down, and you'll see Allow Others to Export Data to Different Formats. Click that on, click Save. Now you've allowed people within the organization to view the item and also download the data. So then when you go to data, or when you go to data, you'll see the results that you've ran, and only for the areas that have the heat advisory. You can then click Export to Excel. One other thing to note, that if you didn't create the item and you're looking for it, and somebody else has created it, it's going to be in the content, but it will just be in the tab that says My Organization. So when you click My Organization, you'll see the items that have been shared in case another duty officer has created the file. And that's it.